My name is Elizabeth and I am in 6th grade. When I grew up, I would like to be a geologist. The textbook, Inside Earth, really interested me. One section covered how heat affects the crystal growth of rocks. I wondered if the same thing would happen for salt and water crystals. So, for my experiment, I answered the question, how does temperature affect the crystal growth of a supersaturated solution of salt and water? My hypothesis was that the higher the temperature, the more crystals would grow. The lower the temperature, the less crystals would grow. To complete my experiment, I mixed enough salt to reach the 65 milliliter line with 450 milliliters of boiling water. I poured 150 milliliters each into 3 wide-mouthed ball jars like this one. Then, I tied 9 inches of butcher string each around 3 pens and stuck the pen across the mouth of the jar so that the string dangled into the solution. Then, 1 jar went into the refrigerator, 1 sat on a tabletop, and 1 went under a hot lamp. For every day for a week, I measured the crystals, and I noted if any crystals have grown, and I measured the temperature. At the end of a week, I measured the crystal growth, and I photographed it. Each time, the lamp temperature was between 78 to 81 degrees Fahrenheit for all 3 trials. The refrigerator remained at a constant 38 degrees Fahrenheit, and the tabletop was always between 67 and 71 degrees Fahrenheit. Here is an example of a trial 2 refrigerator jar crystal. This is a trial 2 lamp jar, and this is a trial 2 tabletop jar crystal. Each time, the lamp jar grew 13 to 20 milliliters worth of crystals. The refrigerator jar had a maximum of 1 milliliters worth of crystals, and the tabletop jar grew between 1 and 1.5 milliliters worth of crystals. My hypothesis was correct. Each time, the lamp jar grew the most crystals, and the refrigerator jar grew the least. From what I learned from my conclusion, I think it would be interesting to find the point at which crystals would no longer form. For cold, this could be freezing or maybe a little bit above. But for heat, this could be over 200 degrees Fahrenheit. This experiment would be a lot harder to complete because I would have to find a place where temperature would remain constant for as long as I wanted it to, and where it could be altered easily. I also have to find a place where the heat would not endanger my family's house of burning down.